What's up, y'all? This is Hoss coming to you from the MOSHPIT CRUE, and we need to talk about Barbarian. That's right, I got a movie review for you today. I want to tell you about this movie. It came out a couple of months ago now, and this movie is wow. Y'all got to see this. I'll give you a brief little explanation of the movie. I try not to give away any spoilers or anything, but so there's this girl, Tess. She's traveling to this Airbnb that she's going to stay at. She's got an interview coming up. She's staying in this town for. So she gets to the house. It's raining. She's had to search to find it. She tries to go get the key out. It has a little push button thing where it's locked up. She has to get the key out. There's no key. So she thinks she can't get in. Goes back to her car. Lights come on the house. Turns out there's someone else that's already staying there. He opens the door. His name's Keith, and he rented the same Airbnb for the same exact time that she was going to be there. So initially she doesn't know. She's kind of a little skeptical. They're both kind of weirded out, and it's awkward. They're trying to figure out what's going on. They assume the other one's telling the truth, but eventually they get comfortable with one another. He tells her to stay there for the night because there's really nothing else close by. She'd have to try to go find another place to stay. She stays there. The next day she gets up to go for her interview. He's already left. She goes, once the interview's done, the lady asks where she's staying. She thought she might stay at a local hotel. She tells her where she's staying at. And she tells her, you need to get out of there as soon as possible, because she was basically going to stay another night because the lady tells her she'll be hearing back from them. And so she goes back. Well, now that she can see the neighborhood in the daylight, it's all burnt. The houses look like they're burnt down, trash, kind of. It's just a very bad neighborhood except for this house that she stayed at. She gets back to the house, and there's a homeless guy that's running up. He sees her, and he's trying to tell her. He tells her she needs to leave. He tells her she needs to leave. She thinks he's crazy. He's trying to hurry up and get in the house. She's scared. So she's starting to get her stuff together. She's going to maybe leave. And she ends up going down into the basement of the house. And when she goes in, the door closes behind her, locks her in. She ends up finding that there's a hidden corridor while she's down there. And in this corridor, she finds a room where there is a camera set up, badly stained mattress, and a bloody handprint. So at this point, she's like, okay, kind of freaking out a little bit. Keith gets back. He sees she's down there. She yells out there, hits on this window where she can see outside. He lets her out. She tells him basically what she's found. He wants to go investigate further. She's like, I'm getting out of here. Do whatever you want to do. So she's about to leave, and she calls for him down the basement. He doesn't answer. She decides she's going to prop the door open, go down there, and then she sees, once she goes back in the corridor, that there is another section that goes even further, deeper down into the ground, and she hears Keith yelling. So naturally, she wants to try to go see what's going on. I'll leave that part there. Then it kind of moves to another character by the name of AJ, and we find that he's an actor who has been let go from the TV show he was on because there's allegations of rape from a girl that was also on the show. So he's dealing with that, and then he also has been told that he needs to sell off anything he can because he's basically on the verge of bankruptcy. And we find out that he is the owner of this rental house that we saw earlier in the movie. So he goes back there to get it ready to be sold. And of course, he ends up finding out about this secret area that he didn't know was there the whole time. And so, yeah, it just kind of keeps going with that, and a lot of crazy stuff happens in this movie that I can't tell you. And we even get a little glimpse into the past of this house by seeing a flashback Looks like it appears to be from the 1980s. The previous owner, we see him and kind of get an indication that maybe he has something to do with everything that they found. So yeah, it's almost well, it's a little over an hour and 40 minutes in length, and it really it grabs a hold of you, man, and holds your attention the whole time. I really highly recommend you check it out. And yeah, it's not necessarily, I mean, I guess it could kind of be considered a horror movie, but it's really more of like a thriller and just suspense, basically. I don't really have a rating system, but I would just say that it's worth your time, and I think you'll enjoy it. So, hope you all enjoyed this review, and check back here, the Mosh Pit Crew. We got a great group of people, content coming at you all the times of the week, and yeah, check back with us. We appreciate it. This is Hoss. We'll talk to you later. Peace.